Hey everyone, it's Amy with Dragon Spit Apothecary. Thanks for joining me this week for our Oils and Oracle reading. Day before Halloween, a little bit odd Halloween. I know I got a disappointed little boy that we're not going to have some trick-or-treating this year, so a little bit just odd year, right? So we are here though to do our Oils and Oracle reading that I do every Friday. Share with you some oracle readings, and I align my readings to essential oils so that you not only get some insightful information to help guide you, but you also get some support through natural products. I only recommend products I use, and for essential oils, I recommend doTERRA. They're the only company I have found that has really good transparency about where their oils come from, the purity, the testing that's on them. It's really good stuff. And if you need information about that, just reach out to me either through comments on here or hop over to my website, dragonspitapothecary.com, and I'll provide you information about that to help you decide if that's the right product for you. So we're going to get into our reading. I'm using my crystals card. Again, because it's kind of Halloween, so I thought this kind of went really good with that. So I pulled 3 cards, one for this weekend, one for next week, and one from the universe, okay? So the first card I pulled was Malvite. I sure hope I say these right. This is the crystal of transformation, rebirth through fire, initiation, and opening to new experiences, okay? Renewal. So, some of the most beautiful things grow under the harshest conditions. And when we have that kind of experience, we cross into new thresholds in our life, new phases, and it's exhilarating. It feels like we're kind of stepping out of the old and into our new. We've reached that milestone, if you will. And this crystal is telling us that as we walk through that open door, we are being reborn in a sense. For us, maybe it will be difficult once we make that decision to say goodbye to what was, but there's always some kind of tension or struggle when we change. And there's plenty of pressure sometimes to change, even when we don't think we're ready. But this is helping us to focus on working towards that better tomorrow. Okay, so it's a futuristic type perspective that good things lie ahead. Maybe you become part of a new member of a group and make a new circle of friends. Maybe you're, reconnecting with old friends that are in a better place in their life, and you can rekindle some good relationships, right? So, this is definitely a card about closing a door to our past and moving forward in a new way. And we might feel a little nervous about that. But this is, kind of that support to help get us through it and to know that things are going to be okay. So I put 3 oils with this card. DDR Prime, which is a doTERRA proprietary blend, and it supports healthy cell regeneration. So our cells regenerate every single day throughout our body, and we want that process to happen very smoothly and to promote healthy cells being born in our body, right? So kind of talking about that rebirth, that's happening all over your body every day. So DDR Prime helps support that function throughout your body so that you've got really good healthy cell regeneration and that you're able to walk through those new phases of your life and those new doors and experiences. The other oil I put with this was Helichrysum, because sometimes, especially when we're moving away from things in our past, it can be hurt and sadness. And Helichrysum is a healing oil, emotionally and physically, and it's very good at supporting us making those transitions in a healing process. The last oil I put with this was basil. Now, basil is the oil of renewal. Okay, so when you're feeling the burnout, or maybe you're really tired from something that's just been mentally straining on you, it's been super challenging to navigate, basil helps us restore. so that maybe that helps us get through that open door a little easier and into the next part of what's ahead for us. Okay, so that's coming this weekend. Now, the next one is what we need next week, and it is this Lemurian Quartz. Okay, so this is the card of big picture thinking, unlocking secrets to infinite possibilities. Okay, so it's our ability to imagine bigger and better. And, we just talked about going through a new door and, what good things lie ahead. Well, this card challenges us to think about things in that way, that there's something bigger around the corner. What do we see for ourselves in that? How do we picture ourselves in the future? And what do we want to grow into as a person, right? And how will we enjoy our life? Okay, so this card reminds us that the capacity to unlock the wisdom of all of that starts within us. And we have to allow our imagination to soar to realize those possibilities. Kind of cool, right? So the oils I put with this is Siberian fir, clary sage, and geranium. Now, very intentionally, this is why. Sometimes when we need to be a dreamer in our life, we can be kind of scared about that. Siberian fir, being those tree associated oils, helps us feel grounded, but allows us to reach higher lengths because obviously trees are very tall, and it helps us see above the other trees for that big picture perspective. Okay, clary sage and geranium, both being flowers, help us release that creativity and release those things that are limiting us and thinking that we're not worth it or we can't do it. These are very empowering oils to use. Okay, so kind of cool, right? Now, again, DDR Prime is an oil that you would use internally, either through a capsule or doTERRA actually sells it in a pre-made soft gel. Diffusing it, applying it to the bottom of your feet, totally great because you have that in both cards. Clary sage and geranium apply to your skin. In fact, I put geranium in my moisturizer at nighttime. It's very wonderful for your face. Clary sage is really great for menstrual cramps and PMS and things like that, and you apply it where it hurts. Phenomenal. Cannot say enough things about that oil. Okay, then we come to what we need from the universe. Okay, this special card that I always pull, and we got kyanite this time. And this card is about resolving issues, having diplomacy, restoring harmony, mending fences, and building bridges. So it's a relationship card, okay? And it's talking about harmony, which sometimes if you're thinking about crossing from the past to the new, or stepping into your power to see what's possible, sometimes in our own actions, unintentionally of course, we can hurt some feelings, right? People are used to us being a certain way and we're changing, and change is not comfortable for people, so it can hurt some feelings. Or there could be disputes that have arisen that now we need to kind of take a step back and resolve those so that we can move forward in a very positive way without that old garbage hanging on to us, okay? So resolve the conflicts, put them to bed, don't carry them forward into that bright door that you're getting ready to walk through. So what I put with this one is Manuka, clary sage, and the doTERRA blend Forgive. Now here too we have that clary sage that I just told you about. Manuka is a healing oil. A lot of trauma victims use Manuka. It's very soothing to our emotions. It's very calming, and it's kind of that warm hug type feeling. Forgive, obviously that one is from the emotional aromatherapy product line that doTERRA has, and it is about forgiving, as the label implies. Now that could be forgiving ourselves, right? Maybe we're too hard on ourselves, or it may mean forgiving others. okay? But resolving that conflict, finding that peace and harmony in ourselves and in our relationships is what's going to allow us to step through that door that's opening for us to emerge into and step out of our comfort zone and, not and kind of start seeing the big picture of possibilities of what's ahead versus these lingering things that are just tearing us up every day. Okay? So happy October. If you got little ones who are trick-or-treating, I hope you're having fun with that. Or if you're not, you're like us and don't have that opportunity this year, doing something special with those little ones to build those Halloween memories with them. And I will see you guys in November. Bye.